But in the meantime,
let's get
we have a very special guest. Yes. So many of you know our next guest as one of the stars of the longest running TV show in history.
But you've never actually seen her on the show, okay?
Yes.
Yeardley Smith has voiced Lisa Simpson for 36 seasons, not counting the Tracy Ullman show where The Simpsons started, if you may or may not know, before becoming a series. In fact, Smith was promoting the show when she met her husband.
Yeah, we're talking about Detective Dan, who was hired to protect her at an event. 2 years ago, they tied the knot, committing to each other. Then they committed to something else, a true crime podcast. Well,
hey everybody, it's Yeardley. Welcome to season 15 of Small Town Dicks, where the cases are as real and harrowing as ever, and told, as always, by the detective who investigated it. Join me and the usual suspects on Friday, September 20th, as we launch a brand new season of Small Town Dicks.
Best name ever. Yeah. Best name ever for a podcast.
So Yeardley is here with her husband, Detective Dan. Okay, but hold up a minute. Before we get to talking about this podcast, y'all actually met in Springfield.
Of all places.
How's that for serendipity and divinity around this?
No, it's such a good story. So I was actually a last-minute replacement at a Simpsons event in Springfield.
Yeah.
One of the many. I think there are literally like 62 Springfields in the country, but it's a small one, right? It's not like Springfield, Illinois. So I said, well, what kind of security do you have? And they were like, oh, hold please. And they go away, and they come back a few days later and say, we're going to assign you a plainclothes detective from the local PD. And that was Detective Dan.
Enters Detective Dan.
That was me.
And then the music, as soon as you saw her, the music
were there
played.
Trumpets? Were there flowers?
Did you hear The Simpsons? Oh,
you know, I'm not. I never watched The Simpsons.
Oh my God!
So what I recognized her from was Maximum Overdrive and Legend of Billie Jean.
Oh
my gosh!
So you knew her. She was familiar to you.
Absolutely.
But you were also familiar with The Simpsons, yes?
I was familiar with The Simpsons.
He just wasn't a super fan,
right?
You know. And interestingly, so I didn't want to go to this event. Like I said, I was not supposed to go. Someone else was supposed to go. And Dan had to give up one of his precious days off as a detective to be my bodyguard. So he didn't really want to go either. But I really feel like the universe said, no, no.
Yes,
this is
that's how you know this was meant to be.
Right?
This is a real life version of The Bodyguard.
Yes, it is.
You need to do a Lifetime movie.
I know.
This is good.
So wait. What was it about Detective Dan that stole your heart?
So there was, and I had already been married twice, and I was 6 years out of my second divorce when I met Dan, so I was not looking. And but Dan, there was a quiet confidence, and what I felt was so gracious was somebody saying, I got you. You're the job.
That's right.
I'm here to make sure you're safe, and don't worry about it.
There's nothing sexier than a man who's going to protect you, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm not a person who ever really, I always sit at the top of my own pyramid, so I don't have a lot of people saying, I'm going to take care of it. So I just thought it was so generous.
And Detective Dan, what about for you?
You know, the first thing that I noticed, I met her at the gate, which I think startled her a little bit. She's used to being met down at baggage claim, but I was at the gate because I know some people that work at the airport. And, so the first thing I noticed, she had this maxi dress on, and I've learned that term since I've
I was going to say, that's not, where'd you learn that? Because that's not, no man knows that.
And she had these shoes on, and I'm not a shoes aren't a thing for me, but she had these beautiful shoes on, and I later learned that she had actually designed them and had them made, and they were beautiful shoes. And you know, but the job's the job. But that's the first thing I really noticed was her shoes.
My style.
Because you got some size. I wish y'all could see the shoes she has on now.
I know, they're good.
They're good.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
I know,
we need a shoe camp.
We do need a shoe camp. So then you all decide we are going to do a true crime podcast together.
Yes.
Now entering into its 15th season.
Correct.
Why did you decide to do that? What inspired that choice?
Well, when I used to go visit Dan again in Springfield, because we didn't live together, we weren't together for about 2.5 years, you know, in the same zip code. Dan has an identical twin brother who's one of our co-hosts, Detective Dave.
Detective Dave, also
now
a detective?
I have so many questions.
Oh, boy.
At the same agency. They worked on opposite sides of the bullpen. And so when I used to go visit, Dave would come over. He lived a block away, and they would just break down their, you know, like their Wednesday.
And your twin brother's name is Dave?
Yes.
Dave and Dan.
Dan and Dave. And our fourth co-host is the one and only Paul Holes, who helped break the Golden State Killer case.
Get out of here.
Wow.
No, it's legit.
Yeah.
So anyway, when they would tell me stories about this is what happened on Tuesday, it just seemed like a no-brainer that it should be a podcast. But in true crime, mostly it's sort of the Wikipedia version of something that you've read.
That's right.
Of a famous case, and we were like, no, all of the cases should come from the detectives who investigated them.
The ones who worked
Smart.
on it.
Yeah, because they're going to offer perspective and insight that you're not going to be able to read on Wikipedia.
That's correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for my side of it, I'm the person, I get to ask any question I want. I ask a lot of clarifying questions, but also, how do you do what you do and why?
That's right.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's what you get to in this podcast, Small Town Dicks. I love it. Okay, listen, Yeardley, before we go,
Yeah.
I'm going to close my eyes, and can you please do me a favor and hit me with the Lisa?
Sure. Jen, this is Lisa Simpson. I'm so glad that we both got the red dress memo today.
That's so sweet.
Oh, my God.
How much more, Lisa Simpson, do you feel like you have? This show has had such an extraordinary, historic run.
Truly.
I mean, really forever.
Yeah.
Luckily, I still sound exactly like I do.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of job security, I hope.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, they pick us up 2 seasons at a time. This is the second year of that 2-season pickup currently. My hope is it just goes on and on and on.
You're okay.
And that's our hope, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeardley
Yeah.
Smith.
Thank you so
Detective
much.
Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, check it out, Small Town Dicks, the podcast, and we will be right back.
That's right. It returns next Friday, September 20th. We'll see you in a bit. Great. Thank you. Thank you.
That was great.
So great. Shoot.
Oh, the shoe cam. Yeah. So you all can see her shoes. Cute, right?